I watch a lot of shows, and I can count on one hand the amount of them that have just touched my soul in a different way. Violet Evergarden, Shameless, and Arcane. Which is so weird, because what are we talking about today? So I watched it again, and that wasn't enough. So now I'm doing a mini recap, with some cool little details so we can all relive that rush, desperately trying not to go above 10 minutes. And I really want to talk about, my favorite episode, my favorite character, and I really want to go on this rant about how good Caitlyn's character development was. I know people hate it, but I just want to say my opinion, but I can't do that without recapping the entire show and saying my theories. So here we go. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. The app I'm using is CapCut, and the final edit is uploaded to my TikTok at Dinoeditsx_. If you don't know what Arcane is, it's a Netflix animated series released in November 2021. It follows two sisters featured in the game League of Legends in the city of Zaun. Amidst the unrest between the rich utopia city of Piltover and the seedy, oppressed underbelly of Zaun, sisters Vi and Powder find themselves embroiled in a developing conflict over clashing convictions and arcane technologies. I don't know how to say this company's name, so we're just going to call them Fort. Fort Productions made a music video named Get Jinx for Riot in 2013. It already features Jinx in the city of Piltover. Riot was so impressed by the work that they asked Fort to make an animated series, which took them several years to create. Fort tried to make the show as close to the lore as possible, adding and subtracting to make the show feel real. The first few scenes of episode 1 open with a haunting red sky as a little girl sings about the divide between Piltover and the Undercity, pleading with her friend across the river for scraps and that her hands are very cold. We're introduced to Vi and Powder, two sisters adopted by Vander, a bartender and local guardian. They're not alone. Milo and Clegger, their adopted brothers, join them on a risky mission to steal from a high-profile location in Piltover. Things, however, take a turn when Powder snatches some mysterious crystals, but accidentally drops one, triggering a massive explosion. The fallout brings heat from Piltover's enforcers, forcing Vander to confront the consequences. Choosing to protect the kids, Vander prepares to turn himself in, but Silco, a cunning crime lord, has other plans. He intercepts Vander and takes him hostage. Maybe is he setting a trap? Maybe he's setting a trap. Maybe. The gang, Vi, Powder, Milo, and Clegger, desperate to save Vander, mount a rescue mission. In a tragic twist, Powder tries to help by using the stolen crystals, but the resulting blast kills Milo and Clegger. Vander, realizing the stakes, takes on a guy with Shimmer, basically just steroids, I don't know, sacrificing himself to save Vi and Powder, getting stabbed and pushed off a bridge by Silco. In the aftermath, emotions run high. Vi, overcome with grief and rage, lashes out at Powder, calling her a jinx, leaving her behind. But guilt quickly settles in. She tries to return, only to be captured by Marcus, a corrupt enforcer in Silco's pocket. Now here's where theories start swirling. Did Silco order Marcus to kidnap Vi to get to Powder? Or was it to get to Vander? Why would he want to get to Vander? He already has the Undercity in his pocket, basically, with Shimmer. Why was Vander in his way? Is it because he wanted peace only? So was his goal to kill Vander? Then why would he order Marcus to kidnap Vi? Which is kind of implied, because Marcus has no other reason to kidnap Vi. She didn't do anything. Or it could not have been Vander. His goal could have been Powder. It might have been for Hextech, the only known stash in the Undercity. Kidnapping Vander could have been a ploy to lure the kids in and secure the crystals. It's unclear, but did he want Vi out of the way to manipulate Powder? Which doesn't make sense, because why would he want Powder? Later, when Powder, feeling abandoned, seeks comfort in Silco, he empathizes with her and takes her under his wing. Or maybe there's more to it. Who knows? That's my theory, So for anybody that hasn't seen this series, I want you to know that was episode 1. That was the hook of the show. Just think about what the rest of the show is. Okay, so we need to pick up speed so I can get into my theories and Caitlyn. Okay, flipping sideways, we meet Jace, who lives in Piltover and has graduated from like a good prestigious school or whatever. His story kicks off when he gets dragged in front of the council for conducting unsanctioned hex-tech experiments. He tries to delete himself, but Victor saves him, a guy with a limp and the assistant to Dr. Heimerdinger. Oh my god, I'm not saying that every time. His name is Dinger. His nickname's Dinger now. Seeing potential in Jace's work, he offers to team up. His goal? Help people. Simple as that. Several years later, Hextech is in every part of Piltover. Victor and Jace have created many inventions like hammers for miners, but they don't understand that hammers can be weaponized. They don't understand that hammers can be weaponized. So Dinger says they can't release it to the public just yet. Jace doesn't really care. Like, he's like, whatever. I'll just move on to the next thing, until they discover Hexcore, a more concentrated piece that may be able to cure diseases. Victor has a disease. Victor is Jace's best friend. Yay! Now when Dinger says no to this, Jace can't do it. He's like, no. And makes a move to leave the council and experiment alone. Victor goes to Sting, this like funky doctor in the Undercity, to see if he can work the Hexcore and cure him, because he doesn't trust Jace anymore because he delivered this iconic line.
You didn't say they were from the Undercity?
What difference does that make?
They're dangerous.
I'm from the Undercity.
They're dangerous. I'm from the Undercity. Echo, Vi, and Jinx's. Jinx, by the way, is Powder. Powder is Jinx. Jinx is called Jinx because she thinks she's a Jinx. That's how trauma works. Vi and Jinx, childhood friend and leader of the defense against Silco's Shimmer, meet at the bridge, where we get this cool combination between when they would play as children versus the bloodiness of now. And as Echo gets Jinx on the ground, he catches a glimpse of Powder, the girl he told Vi was no longer there. That hesitation lets Jinx take out a bomb and blow them up. Silco rushes to save Jinx, injecting her with Shimmer, giving her her iconic pink eyes and quickness. Jace and Vi take Hextech's new, like, militarized weapons to the Undercity for some reason that I kind of forgot, but it's okay, it's not that important. So they go to Silco's lair and are fighting Silco's shimmered goons and accidentally kill a child worker. Jace sees what war means between Piltover and Zon and goes to Silco to ask him to hand over Jinx in exchange for Zon's independence. Okay. So the show pushes this idea that no one is truly good or bad and that we're all not that different, such as Silco and Jace. So Jace is like this golden boy, this guy from Piltover that could do no wrong and is just trying to help people. But I think that Jace is Silco's descent into anger and control that we never got to really see. Like, we don't know how Silco got like this. We have no backstory for him. However, Jace starts off as a naive kid who wants to use his tech to help the world. However, when push comes to shove, he abandons all ideals and rises to power, losing Victor and Caitlyn, the same as Silco probably did, as we see him lose everyone he loved to become the Lord of Zon. We know that Vander and Silco used to be friends, or close enough to have this like fight or scruffle, but they don't talk anymore, and we even see Silco kill Vander, which brings me to what I think the theme of Arcane is, or at least Arcane Season 1 is, and what Arcane is trying to tell us, is that Arcane questions whether power can ever be wielded without corruption. The idea that strength is measured by what you're willing to do to achieve it, as we hear from Silco, looms over every single character arc in Arcane. Victor is another example of this. He sacrifices his humanity, but when he sees Hexcore and he wants to cure his own disease, no matter how dangerous it is, he does it. This theme continues over into season 2, which builds on top of other themes. And I'm just so excited to talk about Caitlyn that I want to talk about her right now. But I'm gonna wait. Back to the plot. Jinx overhears that Silco might give her up for Zaun's independence and kidnaps Vi, Caitlyn, and Silco, sitting them all at a table. Jinx throws a gun and makes Vi choose between Jinx or Caitlyn. Vi, not being able to choose, Silco chooses for her as he unties the ropes and points the gun at Vi. Jinx, protecting Vi, shoots Silco, and Silco dies with this gut-wrenching line.
Don't cry. You're perfect.
Goodness gracious. Jinx hates everyone and fires a rocket at Piltover, ending season 1 with a bang. It's just too good. Let's talk about it more. Okay, season 1 feels so different from other shows because the writers of the show want you to think it's real. That it's not about love or hate. It's just two sides of the same coin. For example, Vi and Powder representing the two sides of Zaun and Piltover. Even though Jinx seems like the crazier and more dangerous sister, they're both equally just as dangerous, especially when pushed. Also, season 1 feels very tame compared to season 2. Watching it back, it feels like water is boiling. Like at the beginning, it's simmering. It's following a story of two sisters, but you know there's something big coming. And I think season 2 is perfect for that. I think season 2 is really where the water starts to topple over, that everything's coming down. You might have a fire in your house. Let's talk about Silco, because he's literally my favorite character in season 1. He's my favorite I can fix some guy. So Vander and Silco's backstory, we never get it, but we get one mediocre scene where we see Vander trying to drown Silco. So was there once a time when Vander was the evil one who would do anything to achieve his dream? So Silco really embodied, when he survived, he embodied that, oh, the people around me are going to do anything to achieve their dreams. Why am I not? Is there no good or bad, but everyone is fighting to achieve their own interests? What is anything anymore? I was going to do season 2 in this video, but this video is getting kind of long. You know, you heard me say that I hope it doesn't go over 10 minutes, and it's definitely over 10 minutes right now. So please leave a comment on some of your theories, or the themes, or the nuances of this show. Also, go check out my edit that is uploaded to my TikTok currently at Dinoeditsx _ Part 2 should be uploaded in the coming weeks, so turn on that bell and subscribe so you don't miss it. I know you have FOMO. If you don't do anything else, please do have a great day.